Hello everyone, my name is Adam and thank you for joining with me today. Today we are in the beautiful mountain city of Chichibu, out here in the west of Saitama Prefecture to the northwest of Tokyo. And I am of course joined by my lovely friend Menma. Where's she from again?
Oh, she's from Anohana. That's the ghost of a drowned 10-year-old.
Fantastic! Anyway, we've come all the way out here to Chichibu to ride a very special train today. Now, it might not be the fastest, it might not be the longest, it might not be the one with the most history or the most luxury, but it's one that I personally find very interesting. Because over the course of the 113-kilometer distance and the 2.5 hours that we'll be riding this train, it passes over the jurisdiction of 4 separate train lines. And that is something that you don't see very often in Tokyo. So join me as we ride Seibu's, Toyoko's, Tokyo Metro's, and Minatomirai's S-Train. Now, while we might be in Chichibu, we are not currently at Seibu Chichibu Station, the station from where we will be taking the train today. So let's head over there. And while we do, let's learn a little bit more about Seibu Chichibu Station.
Chichibu is a city of about 60,000 people, located some 65 kilometers, or 40 miles, northwest of central Tokyo. While the city has relied on agriculture and mining in the past, the area has become a tourist hotspot in recent times due to its proximity to the ever-growing Tokyo metro area. To reach Chichibu from Tokyo takes 1 hour 40 minutes by regular train, or 1 hour 20 minutes via limited express trains on the Seibu Ikebukuro and Chichibu lines. The Seibu Chichibu line opened in 1969. Prior to the line's opening, if you wanted to reach Chichibu from Tokyo via rail, you would need to head further north into Saitama Prefecture to pick up the Chichibu Railway. Making the trip this way would take a little over 2 hours, and a train change, so using the Chichibu line can save upwards of an hour if you use the limited express trains on the line. And the line ends here, at Seibu Chichibu Station. Seibu Chichibu Station opened in October of 1969, when the Chichibu line opened. Back in 2000, the original Seibu Chichibu Station was named as one of the best stations in the Kanto region, for being a unique Swiss-style station that blends mountains and the local products of Chichibu. Nonetheless, Seibu Chichibu underwent a massive renovation in the mid-2010s, with the renovated station opening in 2017. Seibu Chichibu sees an average of a little over 6,500 passengers per day, although that counts for both passengers boarding and alighting. Thus, only about 3,200 people board at Seibu Chichibu on an average day, for a total of a little under 1.2 million people per year. What surprises me about Seibu Chichibu, though, is that it once saw nearly 50% more passengers every day about 30 years ago, peaking at about 4,700 passengers per day in 1994. I wonder if the creation of new leisure spots in the greater Tokyo area, like Odaiba, or the development of districts like Ikebukuro meant that Chichibu became less popular as a day trip for Tokyoites. Either way, Seibu Chichibu Station is very nice. There's actually an on-site onsen, which we'll not be checking out because this is not one of those channels. But there's also a food court and a large shopping area full of Chichibu specialties. Honestly, if you're visiting Tokyo and want a break from the hustle and bustle of downtown, Chichibu is a good escape. It's definitely a lot less crowded, and the mountainous surroundings of Chichibu are truly beautiful. Make the trek out here if you can.
So while we might be back here at the station, our train still doesn't leave for another half hour or so. So I think we'll go in to Seibu Chichibu, go ahead and explore. I do apologize if you don't see any of it. Japan has some very strict privacy laws and it is packed with people because it is still the middle of Golden Week. But I'll try and show as much as I can. Can't wait to just fully blur this entire shot here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but nice AI ambassador there.
Yeah, the AI stands for Anime Interface.
Yeah, you see anything you want as well.
I'm filming the alcohol now.
Of course.
Don't ask why, although we do have some Chichibu sake here.
Look, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. And when you get on a train in Japan, drink copious amounts of alcohol.
Lovely, lovely.
Do not drink and drive. Drink responsibly. Be good. That being said, I don't have to drive today.
Sick one.
Oh, do they? They do have it actually. This soda. No, it's awful.
Oh.
I tried this maple soda back when I was here like a year ago when on Tanner's channel. You ever heard of Tanner?
Oh, I know Tanner. Yeah.
Tanner. I'll put that video on a card somewhere. But I tried the soda. It was awful.
Ooh.
Don't drink it.
The next station is
It's not good. It's not good.
No.
It's not good. It tastes like acid.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So, 2 out of 10. Would not recommend.
I think that's the lowest rating you gave in general today. The bench was 3 at Higuchi Station.
And this is worse.
Well, hope you feel better with the view.
Yeah, the view makes it slightly better. 2.1. I don't really know what do they make their onigiri out of here? Maple, mushrooms,
Well, what do you
10-year-old ghost girls. Right, I've seen enough. Let's get out of here.
Good idea.
Our train's in about 15 minutes anyway, so really better now than never, and less editing I have to do. Let's go through. I think we can tap IC cards to
Okay.
get through here. So
Wow.
let's see.
So,
All right, lovely. Here is our train, the S-Train. Here all the way down. Ooh, there's a train down at the station down there. That's lovely. S-Train all the way to Motomachi Chukagai in Yokohama. Think we can get some YouTuber shots from the front of the train here?
yeah, go on. Right, mouth open. Perfect.
That's gonna look really great in the thumbnail I'm not going to use.
I know. This isn't even our first take of this, by the way. So, you know.
They don't need to know that. Someone wasn't recording. Well,
Okay.
that's quite lovely. Anyway, let's go get our seats.
The S-Train was announced in the summer of 2016, with its service beginning in January of the next year. The train runs from Seibu Chichibu, along the Seibu Chichibu and Ikebukuro lines, and into Tokyo. Once the S-Train passes through Nerima and Kotake Mukaihara stations, it switches over to the Tokyo Metro Fukutoshin line. The train once again switches operators at Shibuya, where the Fukutoshin line ends, and the S-Train passes over to Tokyo. From Shibuya, the S-Train follows the Tokyu Toyoko line until Yokohama, where the line switches for the final time, this time to the Minatomirai line, before terminating at Motomachi Chukagai. All in all, this service runs for 113.8 kilometers, at one point the longest of any through service involving a Tokyo Metro line train. There are 5 S-Train services a day, but there's only 2 that run the entire distance between Seibu Chichibu and Motomachi Chukagai, the other 3 that run beginning or terminating at Hano or Tokorozawa stations. The service from Yokohama leaves at 7:46 a.m., while this one to Yokohama leaves at 5:07 p.m. However, this S-Train service is weekend only. On weekdays, the S-Train operates between Kotesashi Station in the city of Tokorozawa and Toyosu Station in Tokyo's Koto Ward. Interestingly, these weekday services skip Ikebukuro, the busiest Tokyo Metro station and a key transfer point for commuters. And as all the S-Train services are centered around commuters, having the S-Train skip Ikebukuro is certainly a choice. As for the trains themselves, the S-Train uses the Seibu 40,000 series, the newest Seibu rolling stock which came into operation in 2017. These trains come equipped with several features which differentiates them from regular Seibu trains. For one, the seats are much nicer, closer to what you'd see on other commuter express services like the Keio liner. Also, there are large windows which provide excellent views of the mountainous terrain of western Saitama. There's also a bathroom on the train, which is fine. Still no hand soap though, which still bewilders me why that's not included in train bathrooms in Japan. Finally, in the 10th car, you can find the partner zone, an area designed for those with wheelchairs or strollers, or those just who prefer to stand, I guess. Now, to address the elephant in the room, the S-Train is not the longest through-service train that you can ride, even in Tokyo. If we look at trains that operate at least partially in Tokyo, and we open it up to any train, the longest theoretical through service is the Tokaido into Sanyo Shinkansen, running from Tokyo all the way to Hakata Station in the city of Fukuoka for a distance of 1,069 kilometers. If we don't want to include the Shinkansen though, it's the JR Tokaido line into the JR Utsunomiya line between Atami Station in Kanagawa Prefecture and Utsunomiya Station in Tochigi Prefecture for a distance of 214 kilometers. But if we want to narrow our search again, this time to through services that include a subway line, there's longer through services still. The longest goes from Misakiguchi Station on the Keikyu main line through the Toei Asakusa subway line in central Tokyo, then along the Keisei Narita Sky Access line and all the way to Narita Airport. This eclipses the distance of the S-Train, operating for a total of 142 kilometers. Now, you might be wondering, why didn't I take this service if it's longer? Well, this through service operates once a day on weekends, as the first train of the day, leaving at just after 5 in the morning. So for me, someone who lives in Tokyo, it's just a little logistically challenging. Furthermore, if we want to narrow our search again, this time to through services that include Tokyo Metro lines, there's one train that's still longer than the S-Train. Sotetsu, a private rail company in central Kanagawa Prefecture, operates a service that connects Ebina Station to Ogawa Machi Station in Saitama. It does this via the Sotetsu main line, Tokyu Toyoko, Tokyo Metro Fukutoshin, and Tobu Tojo lines, for a distance of 115.4 kilometers, a whole 1.6 kilometers longer than the S-Train. Now, once again, you might wonder why I didn't take this service either. Well, much like the Keikyu into Keisei service, this one on Sotetsu runs only once a day on weekends, with the train departing at 5:14 in the morning. You can probably see why I chose to ride the one through service that leaves in the afternoon, as opposed to the two that are literally the first train of the day. Finally, let's quickly talk about some other through services on the Tokyo subway network. Of the 13 subway lines between Tokyo Metro and the Toei subway, only 3 don't have a through service, those being the Tokyo Metro Ginza and Maranauchi lines and the Toei Oedo line. All the others link up with another rail company at least one of the ends of their line. I don't have the time to go through all the connections because there are a lot of them. But if you're ever riding the Tokyo subway and wondering why you're in a train for a completely unrelated train line, or riding a private line and end up on a subway train, these through services are why. Anyway, that's enough talking from me. Let's enjoy the rest of this journey down to Yokohama.
Anyway, as for my thoughts on the S-Liner, S-Train, not S-Liner, Strain?
Strain?
Strain.
It's a strain on 4 different companies.
It is, yes. My final thoughts, do I recommend taking it? Very situationally, I would say, yeah, go for it. If you need to go from Chichibu to, say, Shibuya, where it turns from Fukutoshin into Tokyu, yeah, go for it, take it. But otherwise, is it worth it compared to just a regular train on the Chichibu and Ikebukuro lines? Not 100% sure. Your thoughts?
My thoughts, I mean, the novelty of it is really impressive, 4 different companies, and, as speaking as otaku, it is good to see some Love Live representation every now and again that Seibu does seem to be insistent on. But as the expert, what are your thoughts?
I mean, it's completely fine as a limited express train. Obviously, it was very busy, but, that's just what we get going during Golden Week, so... yeah, I think if you are going to be taking this train, it's got to be a very situational thing. Anyway, with that all being said, I have to be at work in about 12 hours time, so I think that's where we're going to wrap this video up. A big thank you to my friend behind the camera who will go unnamed for privacy reasons, but he goes as Otaku Without Ideas. If you want to check out his content, it will be down in the description. And a big thanks for adding that little bit of colonialism that this channel surely needs.
Truly a top hole description, young friend.
Crikey. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this that are a bit more in my old style, let me know down in the comment section below. That being said, my name is Adam. Thank you so much for joining me today. Take care and goodbye for now.